Welcome to the Ruby Tuesday. I am Kay and this is Still Ruben. And today we're reviewing Origin Wars.
Origin Wars, or the Osiris Child Science Fiction Volume 1, as it is being called in other countries, is available on digital download and DVD and Blu-ray everywhere. Including here, because we are giving a copy of the film away. All you have to do is comment on this video and we will randomly pick one out of a magical hat and you could win it.
Magical. So, Origin Wars. It is an ambitious Australian budget sci-fi film that for the most part was a fair dinkum bonza beaut. And I deeply apologise to all of our Australian viewers, if we actually have any Australian viewers, if I have misused your vernacular. Anyway, it's directed by Shane Abbas and stars a whole host of people who you may or may not recognise, so I'm not going to list them.
A lot of names.
Too many names.
The film is set in the future on a planet that is being colonised/terraformed by a massive corporation using questionable methods. Kane, the main actor, is a decorated ex-lieutenant who has fallen from grace due to alcohol abuse and a mysterious mistake that killed most of his comrades and left him scarred. He now manages the security in this new colony.
He has a strained relationship with his ex-wife and a daughter that he rarely sees. This relationship is played up in the film and is not uncommon in a lot of military-type scenarios where the father has come back from war broken and tries to redeem his relationship with his family, even though alcohol or PTSD or both make him unreliable.
Yeah. So without giving away any spoilers about the storyline, there obviously has to be some sort of bad guy. In this case, it's a soulless corporation interested only in profit. Something that goes horribly wrong to cause our heroes to have to jump into action, followed by a race against time.
Yep. This film feels like it's been created by someone who A, absolutely loves the sci-fi genre, and B, has purposefully allowed a mishmash of inspiration to touch his creation. Think Star Wars meets Mad Max meets Tank Girls, with monsters who could be the result of an intimate night between a Ninja Turtle and a Mondo Shawan from The Fifth Element, with a fair amount of hair growth mutagen thrown in for good measure.
The film has surprisingly excellent visuals, despite a small budget, with beautiful vistas across an almost barren planet and cityscapes that are truly stunning.
Yeah.
The industrial settings, particularly in the bar and the prison, manage to be unique and yet reminiscent of older sci-fis like Dune and the original Star Wars trilogy at the same time.
Yeah, it's impressive. So again, you get the feeling that the director has allowed inspiration from other films just to seep into this creation. It's not a copy, but it's definitely inspired by. We enjoyed the director's choice of using old school animatronics for his monsters, called Raggids, instead of relying just on CGI. However, that does mean that we don't really get to see much of them in motion, which is probably a good thing because they look a little cumbersome.
Yeah, big.
Yeah.
The spaceships and the fighter jet ships type things are really impressive and have genuinely unique characteristics that reminded me of when a lizard gets scared and it opens its frilly neck thing to make it look bigger. You'll see what I mean in the film.
Yeah.
We thought it was very cool and very effective.
Yeah. The acting is good, for the most part. Mostly.
Mostly.
For the lead characters, but it's hindered a little bit by a slightly dull script. But we enjoyed the narration and the chapter format of the film, which, hang in there, makes more sense at the end.
That's cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Notable exceptions to the good acting of the lead performances was that of Luke Ford and Isabel Lucas, who play a disturbingly incestuous duo who remind us a little of Mickey and Mallory from Natural Born Killers.
Yeah, that was fantastic performances, especially from Isabel Lucas, that made us care more about them than the main characters of the film. So the supporting roles were actually really quirky and some of them downright creepy. And lifted the film, giving it an edgy feel.
Yeah. In the end, this is a sci-fi aromatherapy. Essence of this, essence of that, mixed together to create a somewhat unique story about relationships and redemption. But the ending we felt was less believable.
Yeah.
And though unexpected and sweet, it didn't make a huge amount of sense.
Unless, as the original title suggests, this is just Volume 1. If this is the case, and it's actually setting up for Volume 2, then that creates a brilliant starting point for a much bigger story, and one that we would absolutely love to see more of.
Yeah. We gave it a Ruby Tuesday 6.5 out of 10 because it's a great story, it has great effects, some really excellent acting, and it's definitely worth your time.
Yeah. If you've seen it, let us know what you thought in the comments below. And don't forget, if you want to get your hands on a copy, just leave a comment and we will draw a winner at random.
Bye!
Bye bye.
I would like to watch part 2.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like that's where the film should have started. Like, it's an origin story. That's why it's called Origin
Yeah.
Wars. But the story of what's going to happen next.